Tony Tone Show, Vintage Sound 93.1 FM. My next guest on the Mocklink TV and Internet Celebrity Hotline is a true American hero. He's got a book, The Operator, Firing the Shots That Killed Osama bin Laden and My Years as a SEAL Team Warrior. His name is Rob O'Neill. He's done over 400 missions. He helped rescue Captain Richard Phillips from Somali pirates and lone survivor SEAL Marcus Luttrell, and he was the guy that took down Osama bin Laden. Good morning, Rob O'Neill. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Tony. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome to the great state of Iowa, and the first thing I want to say is thank you for your service. The notes and the sneak peek of the book that they had sent me, it's unbelievable, man. So thank you to start. I really appreciate all you've done for this country. It's tremendous.
You're very welcome. It was an honor to work with so many great people.
So the book is The Operator, Firing the Shots That Killed Osama bin Laden and My Years as a SEAL Team Warrior. Rob, that's a powerful title, man. Like when you're gonna, I talk to a lot of people that write books, and I feel like for folks that see just the cover of this book, it's enough in itself to get people to pick it up. So I imagine you're not a writer by nature. So was it, and I talked about this earlier this morning, was it tough to recall all these stories and situations that you found yourself in over the years?
No, it was actually kind of easy. I was encouraged by my father early on in my career just to keep a journal, keep notes, and just remember stuff, the finer points, take pictures, and that helped out a lot later on because I had quite a few. He always told me, kids, like a proud father. Well, when you write your book, you got to do this, and I'm like, come on, it was pre 9/11. I'm like, no one's going to want to read crap about me, all this stuff. And then I was happy when I eventually decided that I did have all these notes, and it flowed pretty well together, and it's a good story to tell. It's a very positive story, patriotic.
Absolutely. So, and I don't want to give too much away because obviously it's all in the book, and we want people to pick it up.
Yes.
But are you aware when you're on the mission to take out bin Laden? When you pull the trigger, and again, I don't want to give too much away, but when you pull the trigger, are you aware that that's going to be the shot that takes down this guy that has brought so much pain and terror over the course of his life?
I wasn't aware that my trigger would do it up until we got to the last set of stairs, and I knew that we'd already killed the other armed males in the room, and there's going to be probably one left, and that there's only 2 SEALs remaining going up the stairs. Mm-hmm. That's when it kind of sunk in, but it wasn't a bravery and look at me type thing. It was okay, we're down to one room and he's going to blow up and we're going to probably die, and I'm tired of thinking about it. Let's get it over with. And that's why we went up that's why I gave the man in front of me the squeeze. The guy in front of me was probably braver than I, but that's what was going through my thought process. And then when I saw bin Laden, it was a quick target identification of a man that I recognized that wasn't surrendering, that more than likely had a suicide vest on, and he was a threat, and I needed to shoot him. So it didn't, maybe 10 seconds after I shot him and I finished clearing the room with my teammates, it kind of sunk in. So it was quite a mission. It was, it wasn't the first mission I'd been on,
sure,
but that was definitely the one that stands out the most.
So, not too many people, Rob, come face-to-face with bin Laden, or did come face-to-face with him. Did he say anything? Did he give you a look? Did he...
No, he had his hands on his the shoulders of his wife, and he was sort of moving her towards me.
Wow.
But it was really dark, and we're very, very quiet. Like, we'd been doing this for years, hundreds of missions. We know the best ways to fight and sneak up on people. So I hope he saw the American flag on my shoulder, but other than that, we didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
So how would you describe the camaraderie, the brotherhood that exists within the SEALs? I mean, it's got to just be, these are people that you risk your life with, you personally over 400 missions, but describe that. I mean, it's not the easiest group to become a member of. So when you think back on that, what comes to mind?
What comes back to mind is the humor and the storytelling, mm-hmm. and just the brotherhood. These guys are so much fun to hang around with, anywhere from having a breakfast on a Saturday to going to the bars on Friday night to skydiving together and all that stuff, and then going to war together. We all sort of live only amongst ourselves, and we only know each other. So it's the families, the wives know each other, and the guys, and we're with them all the time, to the point where, like, we would be with them training for so many months and then over to war for so many months, living so close to each other that we'd actually get sick of each other. And when we get back, though, we have like a week off, and we're with our families, you start to miss them. Say, oh man, where is this dude? And so it's a very, very tight community, and they're some of the best people in the world.
So for a while, Rob, and I guess it's just kind of how things were. We didn't know the names of folks like yourself that were on that mission for Bin Laden. Is it a process where you have to wait like a certain number of years, or what?
No, it's not really. The only process is if you're going to do anything. Like the book that I wrote is the first one approved by the Pentagon, and there's a definite process for vetting because the last thing you want to do is give away anything classified.
Right.
But I mean, my experience was my name got leaked pretty quickly, not worldwide, but definitely enough places where it had me concerned right off the bat, just because that's a very difficult secret to keep, and it's one of those, well, don't, because the first question everyone asks is, well, who shot him, and then it's like, well, don't tell anybody, but. Right. And it kind of goes that way. And, again, the reason I went public with it is two reasons. One, I'm able to help. I've helped 9/11 families who lost loved ones with the healing process. There'll never be closure. That's what they've told me, but sure, it helps with the healing to know a name and a face that was there. And with that, I also got a platform that I'm able to help a lot of veterans transition from the military to the private sector and get good careers. So it's one of those things. It's never an easy decision to make, especially something that high profile. But that's why I did it. And I mean, and two, the book's there because it's a great story about great Americans. It's patriotic. There's nothing wrong with celebrating victories for your country. And being from Montana, not knowing how to swim, becoming a SEAL, and ending up on those missions is proof that you can do anything you want as long as you stay positive and don't quit. And that's the best part about living in this country, isn't it? So absolutely. I love that you're able to get this platform, and then you can co-found Your Grateful Nation, and we got to talk about that. So you're really paying it forward and helping people, like you said. Just it's just crazy to me, Rob. I haven't served, but I know so many people. They go away and they risk their lives and they come back, and then what happens? It's like, hey, you went away, great, you're back. Like, we got to help these men and women out. It's just, I don't get it. We could still do better at that. So organizations like yours with Your Grateful Nation, you're doing that, and I appreciate that. No, it means the world to me, too, because I'm one of the guys that got out before 20 years, so there's no pension. And I knew that, but it was just time to get out just because of all the stuff that happened. And it's difficult because you don't realize that as a veteran that you have a lot to offer as far as stress management, team work, how to lead, how to be led, and loyalty. And those traits alone are enough for a company to want to hire. So we find that we individualized support. We find what the veteran wants, find that company where it is, and then we get a mentor, and they work with them through one of our programs, and then a couple months of mentorship, and then they get placed, and they've got a career. It's unbelievable. Rob, you're busy this morning. The book, The Operator, Firing the Shots That Killed Osama bin Laden, and My Years as a SEAL Team Warrior is available everywhere. Thank you for the time. Thank you for serving this country, and continued success to you and your family, Rob. You're very welcome, and I appreciate having me. Have a great morning. Take care, sir. Thank you. Bye.